You good?
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Coming to you live from a Quality Inn and Suites here in beautiful, sunny Southern California. The place of my birth, actually, except I was born in Los Angeles. I'm in Riverside. I'm giving a presentation tonight at the Deep Creek Fly Fishing Club, so we're going to talk about a guide's approach to the water. It's a presentation I've been doing for the last 4 years. I've done it at multiple clubs in California, Texas, and then during the pandemic I gave this presentation from Long Island to Washington State via Zoom. So this is my first time doing it live since that time. And now we're in this time, which is the future. So I'm going to be in California for the next few days, linking up with some different guide buddies, trying to put together some cool videos for you guys. And I'm just going to take you along on my journey. It's been an incredibly busy year. I'm outfitting full-time now on top of a very stacked guide calendar. So I really appreciate everyone's support, for believing in the mission. You know, we can do this together. But just want to bring you along. I'm gonna kind of shoot some B-roll here and there. I don't know exactly where this is going to fit in, how many videos I'm even going to get out of this trip, but just wanted to touch base with you guys. I know it's been a minute since I put out a video, but that's also because I'm in the water every day, except the one day I take off a week, so it's been slammed. But thank you so much, everybody, for following me along. If you want to learn more about this presentation, if you have a fishing club or you want to see what it's about, my interpretive dance skills, my unorthodox approach, you can just shoot me an email at info@abouttrout.com. So I'm going to run through this presentation one more time. Got to stay sharp. Got to make sure I'm not saying the ums and the ahs and the this and that. You know, got to be smooth, baby. So going to beef up, meet these guys and gals for a quick dinner. Make sure I don't eat turkey so I don't sleep during it. Can't load up on tryptophan, right? But I'm going to bring you guys along and come along with me on a journey through California. A little bit of a scenery change. I've left Southern California. I am now in the northern part of the state, aka Northern California. I'm here with my buddy Luke Geraty. I'll put his information in the video down below. He guides for Confluence Outfitters here in Norcal. I've never fished this river. It's a river I've wanted to fish for 9 years. And usually, you know, when I fish, it's with other guides with rivers that I'm familiar with. We guide the same rivers. I'm coming in here totally green, not knowing anything. So it's really cool to be here with somebody that knows it intimately. I'm gonna just sit back, learn, enjoy the day, take you guys along with me, and it will be the opposite of a bad time. So follow along on this magical journey. Here's School Me King.
So yeah, so when we are fishing a lot of this shallow water, there'll be sections of the river that are like less than a foot, and there'll be fish holding in there, adult steelhead. So the way to fish it is you can't do a big man, like, you know, your traditional throw a bunch of line out there, sink your flies and your weights. You're always gonna snag bottom. So you just want to do little mens, basically just to keep it from dragging too much, just little teeny mens. And we hook a lot of adult steelhead in pretty shallow water, just going right through there. So watch your mens. Don't be mending all crazy. Oh, James is hooked up on an adult steelhead. Now my problem is I gotta put the net together. Okay, YouTube, hold on. Dude, you have a steelhead on you. Are you happy?
All right, we've been fishing for a little bit. I just got my first Norcal steelhead. Always listen to your guide.
Sick.
Shout outs to my man Luke.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at that. Dude, that was awesome. 15 minutes into the float.
Yeah.
I'd like to interview you. So you just told me you hooked an adult. You were convinced. It's not a halfie.
You know, I didn't listen to my guide, and that was the problem. Always listen to your guide. I don't know. I don't know anything.
It pulls hard though. It pulls hard.
It does. I was like,
Does it have an adipose fin?
It does not.
It is a hatchery half pounder. Yay! Man, you are so about trout. This is the best. You're treating it like a bass.
Let me lift it.
Look at that. wild half pounder.
No, it's a hatch.
Oh, it's a hatchery. Loser. Look at that one. Hey! Nice release. Hey, it's an adult. Hey, is this one an adult?
It's a half pounder. What do you know? Do you like guide here or something? So we just picked up our second buck. Big shout outs to my man Luke over here.
True.
It's been really a learning curve out here for me as a San Juan guide. I am so hardwired to make sure that that indicator doesn't drag, telling my clients that indicator doesn't drag. And so to be in a foreign environment, it's been awesome just learning from Luke, putting some fish in the net. And that's one thing, you know, wherever you go, you know, try to listen to your guides. They do this. It's clearly working, but you know, each fishery is different. Each fishery has their niche techniques that you might not be familiar with. What's been funny is like the psychological hurdle of like setting with a 6 weight. I've been giving it a little too much gas. So anyone in my boat who I've ever barked at, I'm making those mistakes too. I'm a human. I laugh, I cry, I have feelings and emotions. But anyway, we're just having a blast out here, learning a ton of stuff. It's awesome.
Did you just say Jake Paul to me? Bro. Dude, we got it.
I knew I
What
saw
just
one.
happened? I'm about to hit a rock. Just keep your leg, sorry.
It's going berserk.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Oh, dude.
No, that's I always explain that to people. I'm like, dude, it's okay. Oh my gosh, that's a real fish, dude. But forget the salmon. Got it. Oh. Oh shit. Don't lose the clouds. The deep one. Okay.
Yeah, turn it upside down. It's good right there. Right there. Oh, dude, perfect. Yeah, nurse it back now or whatever. She want to go?
Awesome. I'm just preparing a little special rig out of my back pocket. Something that if I've guided you, especially on the Conejos, you know what I'm about to do. If not, I guess I just have to book a trip and find out. We'll see if this works in the Bear State Republic.
So this is a special Euro dork setup?
Yes. Never before seen on the About Trout.
I won't even show them what's happening below your face.
No, please don't.
There's gotta be more here. Euro dork. Oh.
Alright, so here on some river in Cali, we decided the Euro. This is my first Euro steelhead right here. So we just stuck our second steelhead on a Euro rig. We're not super far from the ocean, but these fish are getting really trouty. Like in this drainage, they're not like what you'd see in California, Oregon, or in different parts of California, Oregon coast, Washington. But I do like to guide a lot of Euro out of the boat on certain stretches of San Juan. So it's super cool to meet another guide that's open-minded. And kind of putting both of our heads together. Luke's knowledge of this fishery is absolutely ridiculous. Really technical guide. This is the stuff that I live for. So kind of combining forces, playing around with some different techniques, finding success. It's what it's all about. But just really learning a ton on this trip, having a blast. But again, kind of, you know, two guides, different worlds coming together and complementing each other and finding success on this fishery is always a great time.
How's it feel?
Life-changing.
Yeah, looks good. Oh, gone. Yeah.
Relajarse. Awesome.
Yesterday was funny, dude. I saw all those caddises, and as soon as I put on that La Fontaine, it was like, getting a neat. hooked up again.
No rush, just ride the ride.
By the way, I'm just out here guiding myself because they don't even pay attention to the back of the boat.
You have a fish on back there?
Yeah. No, dude, this is what I do. I'm a YouTuber. I do my own GoPro. Look at this fish.
These fishes are real.
Ready? 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 No? 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 It's coming up. Okay, it's coming up. Oh, bringing it to you. Oh, it's not good enough for you, DJ?
Tiny guy.
Hey, guess what it's on? It's on that new caddis I put on.
It's not a white. Wait.
It's almost like I'm a guide. Woo!
Just a little one for me.
Literally. All right, so that wraps up my time here in Northern California. So huge shout out to Luke Geraty, guide for Confluence Outfitters. If you want to go out with Luke, I'm gonna leave his information in the description down below. But I'll just tell you what, I would have been absolutely smoked on both these rivers if it wasn't for your knowledge base, breaking down these concepts. This is one of the most unique fisheries that I've ever been to, radically different from anything I've done in the Southern Rockies, Montana, Wyoming, the East Coast where I'm actually from originally, and the super niche fishery, the San Juan.
Yeah, I can't wait to go fish that though.
Oh, I can't wait to get
pumped.
you down.
I'm pumped about that.
But we did a day on the Trinity, spent some time on the Sac, did a couple different floats over there. That's short for Sacramento, for those of you that want to know. But big water. So like right now the San Juan's at 400 CFS. 1 CFS is about the size of a basketball. We were fishing the rivers at 3,700 CFS, so which is big water. Totally different rigs than anything I'm used to, you know, nymphing with 6 weights. So again, thank you for everything. You know, I've never felt more like a fish out of water or more like a first-time trout angler than trout fishing out here, and you made it super easy.
No, dude, man, it was so great having you out. I've been a big fan of your YouTube channel for a while, and so it was cool having a celebrity in my boat. I'm gonna say there were people here for you folks that recognized him from some of your tying videos. Another guide was like, "Hey, I know you," so that was awesome. But yeah, man, you did a great job. I mean, obviously you're a great angler, so you were able to change up your techniques a little bit. Obviously from your river to our system, our mending is a little bit different. We have, you know, our bobber to our, you know, drop is like 9 feet or something crazy. You're just like, why is it so long? It was awesome. You did great. And then also we got steelhead. I mean,
yeah, I caught more steelhead than I ever have out here. We were on the Trinity, running your nymphing program. It was, you know, it's interesting because people, when they think about technical fly fishing, they think about like my home water, the Juan, small flies, like light tippet, but there's a whole nother realm of technicality, just really hitting the right seams, making those correct mends, lining your drifts up. You're definitely a master of that. I learned a ton watching you work, and if it wasn't for your knowledge base, I think I'd be singing a lot different tune if I tried to DIY it out here. So again, it was, if you are anywhere around Northern California, you should definitely check this fishery out. Luke, would you mind speaking about, you know, what makes the Sacramento River, the Trinity River so unique, kind of your program, what you do out here, and fill in again?
I mean, you know, starting with the lower Sac, that's kind of my bread and butter. I do a lot of days on the lower Sac. We have like, you know, 42 miles-ish of river to fish, so you can start up top in Redding, all the way down to Red Bluff. It's a tailwater fishery, so the water temperatures are controlled as well, so it's always cold. You know, in the summer when it's 105 degrees here, it's still 56 degrees coming out of the dam, or colder. So, you know, that's cool. The bug life is great. A lot of mayflies, a lot of caddis. We have stoneflies. But for us right now, the salmon is the big thing. Salmon return hasn't been great this year, but we typically have a really good fall run. So October is one of our peak times of the year. I mean, every guide could do 31 days straight. You know, so there's not only salmon in the river, but following those salmon are steelhead. So we have steelhead amongst our native trout. And our native trout are averaging 18 to 20 inches up top, and then down in lower sections of the river they'll be, you know, 15 to 16 inches. So and then you have, you know, steelhead. So that's pretty cool. Not as much dry fly action, but a lot of indicator fishing. There's also stripers in the river too, which is really really great. That we have some guides on Confluence that do that. The Trinity River is my favorite river out of all the rivers I guide. It's a steelhead fishery. It is. I describe it as being romantic. It's just absolutely gorgeous, So, steelheading's tough, right? I mean, it's always been called the fish of 1,000 casts. Plenty of people go and chase the ghosts from the coast, and they just go home wishing they had did some better fishing. But you always leave that river just really happy with what you've seen. We were fortunate because we hooked a fair amount of steelhead, and then you landed every one of them, which was really to your credit. You could fight those fish, which I'm excited about going to the San Juan because I could tell you have fought big fish before. Clearly,
Yeah.
You've done that. So yeah, it's a cool. The Trinity is interesting because it's a tailwater technically, but it really looks like a freestone. So it's really, really pretty. A lot of rocks, riffles, runs. It's small. Right now it's 300 cubic feet per second, so it's not a big river by any means. So it's very intimate. And as you said, like those seams are really important. You got to know kind of where you want to place the flies because the steelhead tend to sit in specific spots. Also has brown trout in it too. You get occasional browns every, I don't know how many trips it is, but there's big browns in there. And then there's salmon. There's salmon as well that, drive the steelhead fishery as well. So for us, I think on the West Coast, our fisheries it's not all about the salmon, but that's a big part of the ecosystem. The bug life too, out here can be pretty crazy. Lots of PMDs, lots of tonight we saw 1 million blue wing olives coming off. And then you have, a lot of caddis and there's all these other little subsets of bugs too. But yeah, I love it out here.
No, it's an amazing place. Lots and lots of bug life. What was so impressive was just how powerful these fish are. Deep-bodied, wild fish, healthy. I saw my backing. I think I had an 18-inch fish take me into my backing.
Yeah.
Which that's the first time. That's the second time that's ever happened in my life is having a trout take me into my backing.
Yeah.
Just cooking.
It was a rocket.
Yeah, and I got schooled by some big fish in location X by a very popular bridge, but
yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge is what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Northern California.
Northern California Golden Gate Bridge. This trout fish is amazing, but yeah, thank you again so much for your time. I had an absolute blast. Again, if you guys are in the Redding area, look up Luke Geraty with Confluence Outfitters. Again, I appreciate your time. Can't wait to get you down to New Mexico. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.